in Astrology Victoria under the Astro Blanket with
Dulcie and
Tatiana. Back here to talk to you about the archetypes of the signs. And this time we are talking about...
We're going to talk about Leo today. Yes, Leo.
Give me some bling bling. All right, Leo. So Dulcie, what's Leo about?
Well, so we wanted to talk about kind of that it's a masculine sign. The element is fire out there. The quality is fixed, so kind of rigid and consistent. And the ruler is the sun. The glorious sun. The one and only sun.
All right, so let's go a little bit into what these things mean for the specific signs. So we know that Leo being a masculine sign, again, it's an outward directed energy. Being fire, so we know fire is what fuels passion. Usually fire signs are passionate. So you can understand now that it's an outward energy that is passionate, can run hot as well sometimes, because fire is like, it's motivation, it's inner drive or motivation is fire. And it is fixed, like you said, fixed. Usually when the energy has moved into a new experience of evolution, then it settles. So whenever Leo comes along, it's a more immovable energy or difficult to change their minds, or once they've made decisions in a fixed sign, this is just a little bit what it is, and the ruler being the sun. So this is really important because the sun is the biggest luminary, right? It's the hugest thing of our solar system. That's the center of our solar system. Yeah. And this is why it's very important to understand that Leo being ruled by the sun really means the center. And also the Leo rules the physical heart, and this heart is also the center, is the I am, literally the center. From here, like everything, radiates. So those qualities are very important in order to understand the function of Leo energy in our charts, in anybody's chart. And if you have planets there, OMG, that means this energy is really highlighted for you. Remember that everybody has every single sign in every single energy, or access to every single energy. So now let's go into some of the actual characteristics of Leo. So I'm going to pull up the image. And again, I know I repeat myself every video. These images, I created these images based on my interpretation of the flavor of the sign. So you really understand the flavor of the archetype. However, this is not just absolute. This is my interpretation. And these images are also, will be available for you to have, in the very near future. We'll discuss that at the end of the video. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and Dulcie, I'm going to ask you what you see in this beautiful Leo image.
I see in Tatiana's beautiful image is the royal king as, kind of a strong and powerful and proudful leader. Proudful, is that a word? Proud? It's just proud, right?
Yeah.
Proudful.
I like that word. We can just now put it in the dictionary. Proudful. So
okay, he's on his throne. He's on his throne with all these elegant items around him. A lot of gold. And just these beautiful, extravagant, high-quality items surrounding him. including the crown and the masks. So he can be a performer. He can put on different masks um, and kind of hide his own ego from the world, and to kind of put on this outer persona. And yeah, all these lovely hearts. So with Leo ruling the heart. And he is in the spotlight. You can see the spotlights on the top. He's on stage also on his throne, yeah, under the spotlight. And I can see the sun in the background. So just the one and only bright, shining sun on him. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little bit basically it. Really well said. I did put this like theater, curtain or almost as like the performer, because Leo definitely rules also this, I call it the bling bling effect. Think of Broadway. Broadway for me is a true expression of Leo. Colorful, bright, it's fun. It's fun. It's almost, it likes to party, imagine a royal ball. That's exactly what I wanted to capture in this image, is like this kind of royal ball kind of energy, which is about fun, parties, like it's all about me. It's the spotlight, me, myself, and I. So Leo can have that sense of just being the center of attention. Like a king, and a king can be very compassionate and an awesome ruler as well. And like every energy, there's going to be a higher octave, which we will talk about, and then a lower expression of the energy. But the sense of this colorful, playful sense of self, then there's also the masks can definitely represent that too. There's like the representation of the ego, and the ego could be a double-edged sword sometimes, right? Because the ego is absolutely necessary part of our life, and but it's more representative of a persona. And for a rising sign, that could totally be the case of somebody that is really presenting themselves like that, but inside it's not quite like that, especially for rising signs. However, yes, there's this sense of playfulness, carnival feel, fun and play, and because it rules the heart, it can be very compassionate. Again, a compassionate king, proud. The gold, the throne made out of gold, and the crown with the jewels is very refined, luxurious, and assertive. So, yeah, and it's really all, it's kind of, because it's the sun, it really shines light into everything. It's what it is, right? It's as big as it gets in the sense of majestic display. That's the Leo energy. Now let's go, Dulcie, into the lower and higher octaves of this expression. When I say higher octave, I mean, of course, the most positive expression, let's say, of this energy.
Yeah.
So in case you don't understand octave, Okay, Dulcie, so what's the most positive expression of, and healthy expression of the Leo energy? What words do you have? And I'll add mine.
Some of the words I wrote are enthusiastic, creative, generous, proud, enjoys the spotlight, confident, and loves luxury or elegance.
Yes, certainly. I also have assertive and loyal. And I have as nouns or descriptives of a person, could be the king or the queen. That's exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. The performer, the aristocrat, and even the child, in the sense of the purity of the expression. And I'm going to say something about this, because the healthy expression of the ego means that me, who I am, is always self-validated. It really doesn't need validation from the outside. That's why it's the healthy expression of ego is, this is me and this is me. And when we think about Aquarius, which is the polarity point, is the opposite. Aquarius is us. There's nobody really standing out. It's all about what's best for everyone, and then there's no need for any one person to stand out. Leo, on the contrary, the most opposite point is, well, is me. That's why we talk about the spotlight, you know. It's about the self-validation, the true shining of who you are in the world through this Leo archetype. It's yeah, it's yeah, it's blah blah blah. It's regal, you know. Leo will never doubt themselves if they're healthy. Never. They have very clear who they are, what they want, how they like it. You know, it's very clear. You know, and they'll make sure everybody sees it. Yeah. So that's the healthy expression. So now the unhealthy expression or lower octave, what would that be like?
So, okay, so I have one point for positive or negative. There's kind of a balance between hardworking and also laziness or relaxing. So they will put in that effort. They will go and get what they want out of a situation. But they also know how to relax and take it easy. Kind of like a cat or, a lion.
Here on my throne.
Yeah. I'm also just going to bask in the sun. So in terms of negative, more negative qualities, I have dominating, dramatic, self-centered, a sore loser, and bossy.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna add to that. I like the dramatic because it could be like, oh my God, you did that to me. Oh no, I'm not talking to you again. Crocodile tears, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Then egocentric. That will be like, it's all about me and I don't really care about you. It's like, me, look at me, and completely oblivious of anybody else. Narcissistic, that could be also that. Autocratic, like you said, like domineering. This is like, I say, you servant, you peasant, are here to serve me. That could be that. Spoiled, yeah. Bring me more grapes, please. I am Cleopatra, you know. And entitled, that's one that I have very much also seen in negative qualities of Leo. The entitlement is like, you know, you know how you, like, the queen will step out of the carriage and there's all these servants like putting things so that she can just walk on the red carpet, and she doesn't. It's like, obviously they have to do that. There's no asking, hi, would you do that for me? I appreciate it. No, it's like, of course you have to do that. I'm the king. Mm-hmm. I'm the queen, duh. You know. So that's why it's a little bit also of the diva, I would say, the diva effect, like megalomaniac, you know. And so this can bring us into some of the anecdotes of the archetype, of what we know about certain Leo qualities, people, or even examples about movies are really cool because there's lots of examples. I don't know if you saw the Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
You see this lady like that, she's like, shush, like, it's enough, shush, you know. And they're like, they think because they rule, they have so much power, and like, just like, everybody should just bow to them. And it's like, well, wait a minute. And again, that's the unhealthy side of the Leo. Then he gets, I'm just gonna go get something that's very important. Got it. You see me?
Yeah. Oh, your tiara.
Yeah. I'm the princess, the king. Okay, so here are the anecdotes. I have Jupiter in Leo.
Mhm.
That makes for huge ego possibility or a big energy of performing. I used to be in the performing arts for many years. Since I was born, basically, I was on a stage dancing, performing. Then I went to musical theater for many years. I worked in that industry. Uh, and then teaching, my ninth house, Leo, and Jupiter in Leo. And what I learned, why I can speak about this energy so closely, is because I did learn about being in the spotlight, being seen. Even if I was all the way in the back, people would see me more for some strange reason. There was some kind of big expression. Even when I was studying theater, I got a teacher to say to me, you have this kind of very baroque expression about you. And I said, like, what's that? It's just so big. And I was like, okay. It's just naturally, it's an aggrandizement with Jupiter there. It's like an aggrandizing of the archetype. So in my own experience, having this very huge Leo energy has proven to be what it is. Working in the performing arts, wanting to shining, being seen. Now the downside, absolutely, is the need to be humble, to humble the ego and not pretend that, like, because precisely I'm so seen, not to take that into the diva or into the, oh, of course I know better than you, because, and I can just step on you and, like, look at me. And then how you try and go for the first down on center, and then you're just kicking everybody out. Look at me, in the audition, kind of thing. Not that happened to me, but definitely there's that deep desire to be seen and be on the spotlight. And oh my gosh, can I attest to this? So yes, that's one little anecdote. Do you have another little anecdote of Leo people or things in Leo you know about?
Super funny. Yeah, I have a few. So we were just checking out his picture. So there's an astrologer called the Leo King. He has given himself this title, the Leo King, because he has a lot of Leo in his chart. And just if you look at his picture, let's see. So here is the Leo King on his throne. Even one of his videos here is called Behind the Throne, where he's got all these, fancy chains on him. And every astrological post he makes is an image of himself. So it is him. He is the brand of this astrology. So he just very much represents Leo energy.
And again, this is not to just promote somebody, or we're just really making an example. We're not, again, I don't know. I hope this is not offending anyone in any way, shape, or form. This is just an example of a representation of that energy. That's all, like the spotlight energy.
Yeah. Another one is Donald Trump. So he has a Leo rising, and he is very much egocentric and just believes that he is right and everything is about him. So there are, different people that express different levels of, or different octaves of the Leo energy.
Yeah, and again, I wouldn't say like there's a wrong or right. It's more like how this energy is expressed. That's all. I think it's very important to highlight this, that we're not just putting anybody up or down. That's not the point. Is to see how the energy expresses. For example, I'm going to go back in history. Louis XIV, King of France, back in the 1600s, very, very important king. in France. So yes, first, he was an actual king, right? Let's go here. He was French, le ballet de la nuit, or the I wouldn't know how to say that, but in English. Yeah, anyway,
Ballet of the
it
Night?
was the ballet of the
ballet?
night. Yeah, or the night. Yeah, I'll have to double check my facts, but just bear with me. It's more what I'm saying about it. It was like a super long play where with all this machinery and decors and costumes, and guess who was the star? He was the star. So he had all the people in the court watch this. So he could be performing. So there were probably others. I don't know. I was not there. But the history says he came and emerged as the sun in the morning, because he was the king, and he self-proclaimed the king sun, or the sun king, le roi soleil. We know him today, to this day, le roi soleil, the sun king, was Louis XIV of France. And that's a very big expression. He had a Venus in Leo and the moon in Leo. So not only did he need to be seen, but he also wanted it really much and made sure it was seen and expressed in that manner. Again, when certain planets are in your Leo house, they will activate that energy much more. And in your Leo sign, they will activate that and much more. Yes, so this is a very interesting for me to see how this is the absolute, like, expression of that energy. Another example, I have a friend that I did a reading for, and she's absolutely amazing. I love her, and she's got a Venus in Leo. And when I was doing the reading, it's like, I don't know, but I would think that you would be the kind of person that loves like very shiny things. Like I bet you're the one that has a cell phone cover with with sparkles. She's laughed and she pulled out her phone. It was on Zoom and literally showed it to me. It was a sparkle covered phone. I was like, there you go. I don't need to, I don't need to be clairvoyant. I just need to see that, Venus in Leo. You like sparkles and sparkly things like jewelry, gold. Leo people like gold. My own mom, she only liked to wear like nice fine jewelry, gold. My mom has a Leo stellium. And also very assertive person, very jovial. Oh yeah, that's also part of the very good archetype of Leo. It's very jovial. Is regal, but it's jovial. There's like a kindness. There's also this kind king as well energy sometimes. It's very there. It will not bow down, but it's also could be, like we said, very generous, extremely generous. So that's also a way that this energy expresses in general. Expresses a lot in the theater arts, for sure. Lots of Leo people or strong Leo people in the performing arts, mostly. So yeah, that's a little bit about the little Leo anecdotes. So anything else, Dulcie?
I think that's that's what I had too.
I'm a performer, that.
Say that having what did you say? You said you had Jupiter in Leo?
Jupiter in Leo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything in Leo. Mm-hmm. But the sun as ruler of Leo is in the opposite sign, is in Aquarius.
Ooh.
And so I'm not a big fan of being in the spotlight, but I don't mind it as long as other people are with me. So, and it's in my 11th house, which is just hilarious. So,
okay, Dulcie, move on. You're taking too much of my screen. Dulcie, can you just remove yourself so I am seen in the middle of the screen?
Yeah.
Wide and big. I'm gonna make you really small down there. How about I erase you when I edit the video?
Yeah. I've always loved the performing arts, but never alone. I would never do it on stage alone, but in a group of people, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I actually loved being the soloist.
Yeah.
That was like my dream. I have lots of stories about that. But anyway, I also love and enjoy now. Okay, people, don't forget, I'm a big Virgo stellium, so thank God that actually compensates for when we see Virgo. That's our next video. You will understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. And so with this being said, I think we're done. And okay, guys, if you like this video, please like, comment, share. You know, that helps YouTube, you know, algorithm to find us. So if you like it, we really appreciate you sharing this information. We do this because we love it. And we want people to have access to this in a fun way.
Yeah, share your Leo anecdotes for sure. That would
your Leo anecdotes. We want to hear them too. That's so fun. And if you liked the Leo image that I shared on this post, I'm letting you know that these images that I'm creating are going to be available in different kinds of products that you can purchase, or images to remind you of you or to give a friend. I had some delay, so it's going to be by mostly mid-November, but we're going to put links below. Mid-November 2020, so if you're watching this in 2021, it's probably already up. So yeah, so please go and visit that if you like this. Just supports the arts, supports my desire also to share this, and especially the archetypes, not just the glyphs or the symbols. Understanding the archetypal energy is in astrology what really will make you be more connected to people in their energy and more compassionate to how they are. So the more you know about the feel and of the archetype, the more easy it will be to understand people. And that's why we do this, so we can understand ourselves and understand others and love others, I guess. Love. So Dulcie, are we wrapping it?
Yeah, indeed.
All right, guys. See you very soon with another video of our Astrology Victoria under the astral blanket. I'm leaving. Oh no, it's gone.